Hey guys, as I Platinum Pro Roofing and Construction, McDonough, Georgia, out here on a job for a customer McDonough. We're actually doing a repair today on the church that he's a pastor at. He said, while we're at it, let's go ahead and take a look at his personal property. He'd had some shingles that have came off, he's noticed. Had a few people in the past take a look at it and, of course, guaranteed them they could get it paid for because it's a chalet. I told them that's not necessarily true. Some insurance companies are just not going to pay for chalet. That's just in their policy, unfortunately. They'll write you up. They'll insure your chalet, but they won't pay for it when it's damaged. So if you're looking for insurance companies, you want to always check the small print and ask plenty of information in regards to your policy. Whether or not you have code upgrades, replacement cost value. I can assure you when you get the great rate on your insurance, you're normally going to sacrifice. So you'll see here, they got a missing shingle down in the valley. Been there for maybe a few months based on the fact you see the rust there on the nail. You'll see a shingle next to it. It's already torn. That's older stuff. That's basically what a shingle does as the wind gets underneath it. Flaps like that. Damage the shingle there. Compromise the integrity. Eventually that's going to come off. You got a few scattered here and there, as you can see up here. I don't particularly like seeing damage close to the valley because that sometimes can be symbolic of contractors or homeowners that have actually got up there and did things. We just always let the customer know what we find as soon as we get up there, especially if anything looks suspect. Now these shingles here, they are Atlas Chalet. Many people are aware of the defective Atlas Chalet and do know that certain insurance companies are just not going to pay for them. So you don't want to just call because a customer, maybe because you got a missing shingle or a contractor promised you they can get it paid for. Some insurance companies are, again, they're just not going to pay for them. So do your due diligence and make sure your contractor is extremely privy to the industry changing in insurance, how they change in this market. So you'll see this right here has the raised granules, which is what the technology behind Atlas was to give the extra durability. In theory, it made sense, but as you look here, you'll see cracking all along it. So it was sold as an architectural roof because it has a three-dimensional look, but it's actually a three-tab roof. You'll see areas here where there's blistering and wear, and this is probably 8 to 10 years old roof, so that's definitely not something you should see on your roof. You'll see down here at the cracking, this is called a thermal cracking. Most of that's going to be on the raised area. Here, if you just look, it's just thousands upon thousands of cracks on this roof. One of the reasons why we don't do repairs to them because of the fact of if I do a repair in this area and there's 60 foot of cracks in or close around it where it starts leaking, where you just can't warranty it. And not to mention the fact you can't match that shingle. So yeah, we'll move up over here to show you some of the stuff that I've seen up here as well. Getting a little higher up here, you'll see we start seeing some damage. Here you see some wear, just some general wear right there. That's shingles, a very, very brittle shingle. Definitely, you're going to have that cracking on the ridge cap. You'll see I got about 4 or 5 shingles creased there. Got a couple more up top. Not a massive amount, maybe 20 or 30 shingles on this. On the areas that I can see. Some of that area I'm not going to try to climb out to due to the steepness of the roof. So you got one missing there. Yeah, that nail is not rusted. So I would assume this has probably it came off maybe within the last month or two. I think that's probably the one that the customer noticed and why they called us. So, beautiful house. It's just crazy to think that these builders would really build nice craftsman style houses and just put, a subpar quality shingle on it. It's pretty insane, really. But you'll see down here, we'll get to over the back porch. You'll notice they have the chalet shingle on that, regular shingle. Look kind of close. See how flat that is, guys? That's probably a 2-pitch, 3 at the most. I'm guessing probably a 2. Manufacturer specs for warranties. Owens Corning is who we're a preferred contractor through. And with Owens Corning, I'm pretty sure pretty much everybody across the board, you're not to install a shingle on anything under a 4 pitch. So we go in here and put this roof on. We're gonna have to either roll this, put a roll flashing on this, a roll roofing, or we're going to have to do a build up on it, most likely do the roll roofing. That way it's done the proper way. Beautiful house, well kept, good people. Unfortunately, the builder just didn't make a good decision on the shingle. I think the house was built in 2008, and while the lawsuits were not quite started up at that point on the Chalet, they were aware 2008, 2009 that there was some issues on these shingles, but they kept producing them. So just unfortunately that happens, but we're going to do what we can to help the customer out. This is a Safeco policy. I've got an adjuster that I know personally that I already spoke to and got to go ahead on whether or not whether or not he thought a claim was warranted. Again, I wanted to make sure that they're even honoring the Chalet shingle right now before we go through a claim for the wind damage. And just we don't want customers filing claims that they're not going to get paid for. So unfortunately, being honest sometimes doesn't allow us to get a roof replacement, but better to do that and to go through a claim and have a customer denied. Just remember, a lot of people come to your door and promise you the world out here with these Chalet shingles. That's not always the case. Not everybody's properly trained on them. They do a little in-house training or what their coworker and buddies tell them. So you definitely want to have a trained professional take a look at it. We've been getting these approved, not massive amounts, but probably 10 or 15 chalets a year. And I've actually never had one turned down. A good portion of them over here in the Lake Dow area. Quite a bit of chalets are built over there and in or around Lake Dow. So yeah, give us a call. We'll come out. We'll take a look at your roof, see what you have, give you an honest assessment of whether or not we're confident enough that a claim should be filed on it. Give us a call at 678-759-1886. You can find us on social media. You can also find us at PlatinumProRoofingConstruction.com. Y'all have a great day.